and go live. All right, guys, welcome to the training today. Guys, we haven't done this in a long time, and I'm really excited because we're going to do something new, right? By the end of today, you're going to know exactly where you need to spend time in your business to get more clients. You're going to know exactly what you need to do to be able to generate those clients. And then some of you will know even exactly what you're going to have to say to be able to get them if you guys take good notes and take action today. So we'll talk about also why essentially when you're doing this, you don't have to spend hours cold calling or cold messaging people to make sure that you have clients. So let's really talk about it, right? And I'm curious, like, why are you guys here? I think that's the first question that I really like to know is like, why did you, oh, that's my face. Why did you guys decide to show up today? You know, what I think about it, like the thing that I think about is you're probably wanting to build a business that you love, right? Like you're trying to build a business that you actually enjoy going to and spending time at. You're trying to build a business that you actually are passionate about, and you're trying to create a lifestyle that you actually enjoy doing as well, right? I think like a lot of us get into this internet marketing game and this digital marketing game because we see the opportunity to be our own boss. We see the opportunity to work from home. We see the opportunity to do the things that are fun and you know, like fun to us at least. I'm a nerd and a geek when it comes to this stuff, but that's really what it's what's coming down to, right? So when I think about that, I think that it's really valuable for you to realize that in order to do that, you can't create a job for yourself, right? You can't just create another job that you're slave to because you didn't build the systems, you didn't build the business that it required, right? And I think about like there's a difference between a business and a hobby, and I'll quickly like, well, I guess now would be well, let's just talk about this, right? Like I see a lot of digital marketers and a lot of internet marketers, and I was at this point, it was me, you know, this was me for a very long time in my internet marketing career, where I didn't have a hobby, right? I didn't have a business, I had a hobby. And the difference is that a business, you actually get time and money out of that business, and a hobby, you put time and money into the business, right? That's like a very stark difference, right? Very stark difference. And when I see a lot of internet marketers and a lot of digital marketers, they're putting in time, they're putting in money into their business. And if we factored in all the opportunity costs, if we factored in all the time that they were actually spending, if we factored in all of their expenses that came along with it, well, they're not actually making or getting more time and money back than they're actually putting in. And so I see this happen time and time again, and it's really because a lot of people, they go out there and they go, I want to do this marketing thing. I'm good at social media. I like this marketing stuff. I'm good at this, you know, this drop, like they see something that they're good at, but it's like the baker who goes, oh, I love baking cakes. I want to start a bakery. Well, those of you guys who have read The E-Myth and by Michael Gerber, it's one of the most foundational business books that, you know, that's ever been written. Essentially, it's a parable about a baker who learns that if she wants to build a bakery empire, she can't be the baker in the kitchen cooking the cakes. And so similar for you, if you want to build a business, if you want to build something real, something that gives you back time and money, you're going to have to create systems, and you're going to have to utilize and leverage tools and software to be able to get it, right? So when I think about it, like that's really what it comes down to, and kind of why we're going to be talking about this today. So let's talk about what we're going to go over, right? We're going to talk about specifically there are 6 systems of a business, okay? There is financing, outreach, sales, retention, upselling or ascension. There's support and leadership, okay? 6 or 7, depending on how you classify them. But today we're going to focus on 2 of those systems, okay? We're going to focus on outreach and sales. And specifically, we're going to talk about how your outreach actually pours into your sales, and how they can actually feed into each other. And how most of the people only focus on one or two, or they don't actually connect these two systems together. So let's dive in and see if we've got any questions that are in as well. So Train, I appreciate it. You guys hanging out. Let's see here. So talking about rapport, following leaders, good, great stuff down there in the chat, guys. Remember, we're gonna give away access to the software to one person, the most active person in the chat. They're actually going to get free access to our softwares for the whole year. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna give you a move. Let's do it. So it's really about not creating a job, right? But really creating a business. And I think that you nailed it, Chris, that's really what we're gonna talk about. And I think the time to start doing it, right, is really, the time is now. And the reason is because we are still at the beginning of this whole internet thing. And specifically, we're still at the very, very beginning of this whole social media thing. I saw a quote from the F8 Developer Conference where they were going into schools and teaching schools about some of the new technology, AR and VR and AI. And they said that one of the kids said, wow, because of this, I'm thinking about getting a career in virtual reality. So think about that, guys, that kids these days are not growing up wanting to be firefighters. Kids these days are not growing up wanting to be policemen or lawyers or doctors. No, because those jobs aren't even going to be around by the time they finish school. They're growing up wanting to be digital marketers, wanting to be influencers, wanting to create these experiences and create these things for businesses, for brands, for themselves. And so realize that you're not at the end of it, right? You are actually at the beginning, but if you don't start building now, you're going to look back in 10, 15 years and you're going to go, remember when that social media thing just started? Remember when remember when chatbots were just on Facebook Messenger? Remember when you could just message a chatbot, right? Like that's what it's going to be. It's really going to be. So building now is going to put you in a position to take advantage of all of those future opportunities that come with the advances in technology and that come with all of the economics behind that as well. So if you guys are in, let's do this, huh? What do you guys think? I think that this is something that could be very, very valuable if you guys actually implement this. And Kevin says that he's working on his first business. So he's working on his first couple of sales. How can he handle the pricing, right? I think that's a great question. I'm gonna answer that question when it comes down into the sales aspect. So let's talk about that as well. So Leon, what's going on? I think Chris really wants this. It looks like Chris really wants, or Chris or Karen one of them really want the softwares. Guys, we're gonna be giving away, if you guys are in the Zoom call, and I'm gonna throw the Zoom into the Facebook feed so that if you guys are catching this live on the Facebook feed, that you guys can actually come and join us over here. But we're going to be giving away our softwares for a whole year to one lucky person who is the most engaged. So come hang out with us live on the Zoom. You've got to be on the Zoom though. If you're not on the Zoom, then it does not count. All right. I don't think I can. All right. I can't edit it. Oh, well, you guys are shit out of luck. You guys got to be on the Zoom. You have to register. So sorry. The rest of you guys, hop on the Facebook and just maybe I'll be nice to you. All right, let's keep going though. Let's hop in. Does it matter like my story? I'm sitting here and like right here, I'm supposed to talk about like why you guys should care, because if I'm one of you guys and I haven't been on my trainings, or I'm not like, I'm not like Chris or Karen or Kevin who's in my accelerator program. I'm sitting here thinking like, who the fuck are you, Hector? Like, why are you talking up here? And why should I even listen? And I think that's a very valid question. So I'll give you the short version. I started my very first business back in 2009. I was 17 years old. I went out and I was basically an old school affiliate salesperson. I was selling other people's products. I did that all the way through school. So I actually ran a sales business, ran like an affiliate I think like I was a direct salesperson. So that was like an affiliate marketer without the internet. So think about like affiliate marketers and how awesome it is to have the internet. Yeah, I did all the things affiliate marketers did just without the internet. But I did that all throughout school and all throughout college. When I graduated from college, I thought about getting into the corporate world and thought about getting a normal job because everybody told me to get a job, and it was back in 2013. And this whole internet thing, social media wasn't really like a thing. I don't even think, Instagram was just like barely a thing. I remember my senior year of college, like the freshmen were like telling me to set up an Instagram. Right? They're like, you got to get an Instagram. And so anyways, that was back in 2013. So I kind of took an intermediate, and